All it does is burn. It is 600, say 600 with me, 600 times larger than all of the planets in this solar system combined. And if there are 9, fine. If they took away Pluto, then it's 8. But whatever all those planets combined, it's 600 times larger than the planets combined. So for God to say, stand still, that's awesome thing. But before you know that the planets can stand still, give me my globe now. You got to learn something else about your science. Amen? You got to learn how the planet Earth sits in conjunction to this planet. Because in the book of Joshua, we'll get to around the 10th verse, the earth had to stand still. Now this is the earth, and this is almost as small as it would be smaller than this. God made the earth, and he hung that in the sky. He said, let there be light, and there was light, but he made the earth. The Bible says, James Weldon Johnson said, he took the sun and hung it in the sky, and he took the earth and he flung it into space. And the earth began spinning. All right? Now, many of you have lost or forgotten your science. So I'm going to give you a quick science lesson so you can see how great God is. Now, that's the only reason. I'm not a scientist. I'm surely not an astrophysicist. Couldn't even spell it. But I can tell you one thing. I can spell J-E-S-U-S. Now, when God sent the earth, and hold that for a minute, Matthew. God made the earth. What you got to realize is God made the earth to spin. All right? When the earth gets to its equator, it's 25,000 miles across. Did you know that? Well, hold it in your mind. The earth spins on its middle and rotates on its axis. But on the polar regions, the sun never hardly goes down. That's why in Antarctica and the poles, you have 6-month days. Because this side, the sun is shining on and shines for so long, but then the earth is still spinning at 1,000 miles an hour. If it was stationary, it would be going 1,000 miles an hour spinning. Let me pause and say, when I walk outside, it seems like I'm standing still. What kind of God is this? Who can spin an earth at 1,000 miles an hour and I can walk outside and feel like I'm standing still? What kind of power is that? Now, the earth follows an orbital path. Say orbital path. Because I ain't talking about spinning no more. An orbital path around the sun. So that the earth is going spinning and orbiting around the sun, and the earth is going 67,000 miles an hour. We're spinning at 1,000 miles, and we're going 67,000 miles an hour. But God was here. And our sun is just sitting there. And the earth takes 365 days, a year, a full year, to spin and go around the sun. Do you see that? That's what your God did. And here you are, standing up here at your front door. And this is what's happening. What a God we serve. Now Israel, hold that again, was involved in a fight with the members of the 6 kings. They were in a little valley fighting, and the sun was about to go down. And what God did, where's my stuff here? What God did, I'm going to use a stamp. Amen. He said, they're going to waste your stamp, don't worry about it. Amen. I brought plenty of them. Because I want you to see something. Amen. Get that off, man. Throw it from me away. Amen. We got a fingernail, big Willie. The inside joke is Wade played a character, and his character was Big Willie, and he was acting like he was in the world, so I'm just teasing him right now. All right, give me this thing. All right. Israel, and here is Joshua, and here's all of Israel right here. I'm going to put it right in here, right about here. And they're less than the size of a stamp. Less than, even a 1/20th the size of this stamp. So the world is going around at how much speed an hour? Spinning at 1,000 miles an hour. And it's orbiting the sun at 60. When God said, stand still, he was only concerned, he stopped the entire world for a little spot on the planet where his child was engaged in battle. Don't you see, if God loved Joshua and loved Israel, how much does he love you for Jesus' sake? Now, I'm not through yet. I'm not through. This bad baby sits 93 million miles away. Huh? The earth is 93 million miles away from the sun. Y'all know that? Now you do. The sun sits in its orbit, and the earth sits in its orbit, and 93 million miles separates it. Hold that again. When the earth gives off its heat, and its rays, when the sun gives off its rays have to travel to the earth for 93 million miles away. Because it is light, the heat from the sun travels at the speed of light. The speed of light is the space limit, is the limit for outer space. Nothing goes faster than the speed of light. Amen? Einstein found this out when he found out E equals mc squared. Well, what is E? E is energy. Energy moving at the speed of light, and the speed of light is squared. So it's energy times mass, times the speed of light. It takes that ray is going 93 million miles in a destination, but it's moving at the speed of light 186,000 miles a second. So it takes 8 minutes for what emits here to get here. When you want it to be a sunshiny day so you can wash your car and your clothes, every 8 minutes, God is warming the earth. Every 8 minutes, a new ray is hitting the earth from the sun. If the sun went out and left its orbital path, we wouldn't know it until the shock wave hit us 8 minutes later. Huh? You see that? Now, here's what, bring my blanket down. Here's what Einstein found out on his theory of relativity. I'm going by no Baptist preachers gone before. We're going to talk about the relativity of time. Amen? Amen. Now, let's see, you hold that. Come on, Ellen, hold this mic for me. Amen. I'll tell you what, just hold the blanket. What Einstein figured out, grab the other end, was that space has like a fabric. Let's stand right here. Space has a fabric. So that the sun, just hold this up a little higher, is sitting on this fabric. This fabric that space has. It's a dimension of time, it's a dimension of height and depth, and it can be stretched. Stretch it a little wider. When the sun sits on this fabric, it creates a wave. Now come together. Just come about 2 feet apart. All right? When the sun sits down on the fabric, it's like it's sitting on a trampoline. And the reason why the earth is tilted in that position, I'm going to hold this near your face right here, is because it creates a wave like a blanket. That's our orbital path. We stay on that orbital path. And that's why we get our gravity. We feel like the earth has gravity. It's the blanket and the wave that we're sitting on that has gravity. All right? Amen. What Einstein found out is that if you go fast enough, you can alter this blanket of time. And that time, one day, will be stretched and can be woven and bent. And even one day, God says, time will wrap up and be no more. So we are living on a planet that is, if you will, affected by the sun, that has space fibers that gives us our gravity. And one day, when the sun moves from its course, and time is wrapped up. Now, wrap it up. John said, I, John, saw a new heaven. Take that and walk to the table. Before the old earth and the old sun were passed away.